Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about eBay getting rid of the adult content. More specifically, adult anime, games, and manga are being targeted because apparently some live action stuff is still allowed.
Oh, really?
Like Penthouse, yeah.
Oh.
So we're going to talk about cartoon titties.
Okay, we were going to talk about this yesterday, but we ran out of time because there was that big AT&T and Discovery. Sorry, it all blends together. My mind just keeps like stopping.
The streaming wars. There's lots of... So that was the streaming we wound up talking about, not streaming that might result from lewd anime and manga.
What kind of streaming is that?
Joy.
Oh, okay.
A stream of joy. Okay. We're going to talk about dirty comics, anime, manga, and the attack. It does seem to be a targeted attack on anime-style work, manga-style work. Now, it was interesting. I got an email from Patreon today where they said they're actually sitting down with their policy team. And they're letting Patreon users come in and be like, hey guys, give us some feedback. And they keep reiterating that they're not banning 18+ content. I'm like, no, you're just banning the anime style 18+ content. You know. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 188,000 subs. Woo! Thank you for the support. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, so we've got everybody talking about today. I know a lot of places were talking about yesterday, but Anime News Network is talking about, and then we're going to talk about the Mary Sue's hot take, which is eBay is pulling a Tumblr. I don't actually disagree with that, but they basically said that this is going to disproportionately affect LGBTQ people. That's
basically anybody who wants to look at the porn is going to get affected. It does not just affect, impact, but they're going to try to spin it. Oh my God.
It's the Mary Sue. So here's Anime News Network, supposedly the internet's most trusted anime news source, except
when they call you Nazis when you're not.
Except when they call you Nazis and you're not, and they post pictures of Vic Mignogna getting too friendly with girls. Out of context, when they actually wanted to be hugged by Vic. So this goes out on June 15th. eBay announced in a notice sent out to all sellers listing items on its adult-only section on Friday that the adult-only category will no longer be available for new listings as of June 15th. In addition, the company will forbid the sale of items showing sexual activity, sexual content, or sexually suggestive poses on its website beginning June 15th.
They kind of gotten in trouble or something.
I don't know. We'll talk about it because Amazon, they pulled a bunch of anime-style figures that were fully clothed, by the way. They kept saying that they promoted child exploitation.
Yeah, that one with the keyboard. You could tell she's just, asking for it. She's...
Music lessons. She's asking for music lessons.
It's like she's wearing, all you see is her legs. Everything else is completely covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just so wrong. The other one in the front, she's pretty much completely covered.
Yeah, but these
how dare they?
Too lewd. So
the other one next to it, but how dare they?
The website's new policy details the items will no longer be allowed for sale on the site and states that sexually explicit anime, comics, books, films, animation, manga, hentai, etc., as well as adult films, video games with a rating of X, XXX, or R18 or unrated for an adults-only audience is prohibited, and adult anime manga that includes sexually explicit content, nudity, and sexual stories are also prohibited. So you're not getting your lewd dating sims, I guess, on eBay anymore. eBay clarified that artwork depicting nudity are an exception, and that sellers may relist items under the website's art and collectibles section as long as they do not contain sexually suggestive poses.
That's going to get misused real quick.
Similarly, sex toys and accessories are still permitted, provided the products do not include images of nudity or content, sexual content. The policy also makes a specific exception for Playboy, Playgirl, Mayfair, and Penthouse magazines.
Okay, so those are allowed. Oh, because they must
stories.
Wait, so why do they get an exception? Did they pay for it?
I don't know. Like Penthouse is like full on naughty bits.
I don't know. I never really looked at them. So
there was a difference. There's a difference between Playboy and Penthouse.
How do you know?
I was once a teenage boy.
Which one did you prefer? He's debating about answering this question.
Which one had the better articles?
He's gonna know. He knows he's gonna get it later. So he's trying to figure out what's the best way to answer that question. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, well, I looked down because I knew I wasn't gonna get it later. That was the
Thank
point.
you.
Well, no, anyway, yeah, so this says, as long as the listing does not contain nude images or explicit content. That literally is what Playboy and Penthouse contain.
I don't.
This makes no sense.
It doesn't make sense. It sounds like someone paid off eBay. I mean, I can't, say that's what happened, but it just seems like there's a double standard at play here.
So the company defines nudity as showing any part of the male or female bits, the butt, the boobs, where the nipple is visible, modeled clothing that is see-through or very tight and shows bits.
Bits.
Male poles, even if the model's clothed, there are people engaged in sexual contact or activity. Now, this goes along with YouTube too. I actually had a thumbnail pulled off of one of our videos that had J. Scott Campbell, Mary Jane cover on it, and she was fully clothed. But apparently she was too suggestive, sitting there with her cup of coffee, lamenting Spider-Man swinging away.
Who decides what's, which is which? That's what I don't understand. It seems like there are different set of rules for different people.
eBay explained the reasoning behind the policy.
Yeah, what is the reasoning?
We want to make adult items available to those who wish to purchase them and can do so legally while preventing those who do not wish to view or purchase those items from easily accessing them.
So we don't want the pictures up so people can't, have fun at the pictures without paying to see it. That's what this is about. At the end of the day, people are going and surfing and looking at the pictures and getting excited, we'll put it that way, about the pictures, but they didn't want to read the articles. So this way they can make sure that you only can see, you have to actually buy things to see things. So you're not giving it away for free.
It's like the black band. So instead of an ad blocker, it's just the fat blocker.
I was like, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Why buy the item when you can see it all anyway? And
well, that's, yeah. So it does seem like it disproportionately affects anime content, though. And we've seen this before. Like, why in the hell would Amazon remove these action figures, these toys, when they sell literal sex toys on the website? I mean,
as long as they don't have pictures of it on the front, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just stupid.
So the Mary Sue has their hot take. eBay is pulling a Tumblr. We know what happened to Tumblr. Now, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I've never looked for that kind of content on eBay, so I don't know how much of their business is dependent on this kind of content. Apparently, there are probably going to be some sellers that make a good chunk of their living from selling this sort of stuff. At least,
well, that's the problem, because people are trying to sell it, but people are trying to go get a sample for free by looking at the pictures, and they don't need to go buy it.
So this was originally reported on adultvideonews.com. Apparently, that's the thing.
Okay.
And the BANS coming out on June 15th. Yep. So they talked about the policies. They talked about, the boobage. So here's where it gets, the specific ban of yaoi is a big highlight here because queer sexuality is included in the abhorrent sexuality eBay is trying to crack down on.
Whoa. But they're cracking down on all of them. I agree with you. The Playboy, the thing, I don't agree. I don't see why they should get an exception. But the boy love thing, here's my thing about that. They're all like, so is hentai and so is other stuff. It's not like it's targeting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not specifically, it's going against pretty much anything that's anime related in the porn range. That's what it sounds like. It's not specifically geared at alienating LGBTQ people.
So they said that it's the same vibe they got when Tumblr enacted its ban on adult content, basically purging its site of any and all LGBTQ friendly content.
Any and all straight content too, regarding the same thing. It's the same thing.
There was, what was it, the studio that does the Dragon Prince. I remember the Bait.
Oh yeah,
Bait.
They banned the frog or dragon. What is he? Dragon?
He's a
frog.
Toad or something. Yeah.
Frog. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. Frog. Yes.
They
That's
banned
bait.
it because he was bait. So they banned it because he was naked and afraid. And I don't think he had a little puckered hole anywhere or anything like that. But Tumblr, they went crazy with the bots.
And this whole idea that because they named one thing in the categories where they named several other things that are going to be attacked too, it's against that only targeted groups. I'm like, are you effing kidding me right now?
We all remember how the anti-porn move on Tumblr really meant anti-LGBTQ+.
No, it meant anti-porn. It didn't mean anti-LGBTQ+. A lot of people got their stuff banned. I know somebody who had a female character that and her thing was exposed, but because she had a tight shirt and you could see part of the outline of her boob, like her nipple, they took it down. There was nothing showing. It was just to indicate she was wearing a tight shirt. That got it taken down. So bullshit, and it was made for straight audiences. So bullshit. And who decides? What if you're a girl and you want to look at art of other women? So you're looking at the same as straight guys are, and vice versa.
So it gets better. On a side note, that is essential when talking about bans like this. These bans are a war on sex that is Puritan in its belief that anything pleasure related is wrong. And it infuriates me in the same manner it did when Tumblr did its ban. That sexual expression is being throttled, but white supremacists and Nazis are being given no such ban. Because you can buy Nazi coins. You know, you can buy Mein Kampf on eBay, but you can't buy certain Dr. Seuss books. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, it's kind of weird.
You can buy Roman coins, you can buy all kinds of stuff. You know, there's all kinds of things you can sit there and go on about till the cows come home. I can't. That's really a stretch, guys. I gotta tell you, it's a stretch. No pun intended. Just, it's a stretch, though.
That probably is the name of a book or
yeah.
That's a translation of some manga somewhere. It's a stretch. So there we go, guys. You're not going to buy your dirty manga and anime anymore off of eBay. You'll have to go someplace else.
I'm sure there are places that would love to take your money.
I'm sure. Now, whether or not PayPal will let them
the next
complete the transaction is another thing, because I gotta wonder if part of this isn't because of PayPal, because it seems like they were putting pressure on Patreon. So I don't know. Guys. So we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
All right. So please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.